this week's Bushel Up. Brandon here at Aurora, and man, what a blessing last night. I know a lot of the area over the last couple days maybe picked up a ½ inch of rain, give or take, depending on your area, and obviously that was much needed with all the risk of fire, the drought conditions the last 6 weeks. It was nice to see that rain fall from the sky, even though probably not enough to make a big difference. It did settle the dust and slow things down for a little bit. And so I hope you're all taking this time just to catch your breath. I know I already saw some combines firing back up on my travels here today, but hopefully you took a big breath. And I know we're on the home stretch for a lot of you guys on harvest, wrapping things up. So continue to stay safe. Harvest is at a record pace. We've never seen things happen this fast. Obviously that's been the conditions that have been driving that, and you know, with that comes the bad of the dry corn and the dry soybeans, and just this rush to try and get it out of the field while it's still somewhat standing. So with that, we want to talk about a couple things moving forward. First off is dry fertilizer. Got the dry fertilizer shed behind me. There's tenders starting to roll in and out as we get some soil samples back. That's been a little tough going. This rain will help that. But as you get your results back, there's always a benefit to fall fertilizer, and the biggest benefit is getting that time on your side, the moisture to break that fertilizer down. You know, I get a lot of questions about, well, what's the availability of fertilizer in the first year? Well, it's very different. If you put it on now versus the 1st of April, there's going to be a large difference in availability to that plant. So even though you may want to wait it out, hope prices drop a little bit, sometimes that benefit, even if prices do drop, is lost because we're really worried about available fertility. And so that's what we want. We want to get those dry applications. We do have some tools in the toolbox to help you if you got an annual cycle, you know, where you want to pay for it on one side of the year or not. Please reach out to our guys and gals, and we can do some stuff with delaying that until a later date so you can get your fiscal year set the way you need to. You know, I know a lot of times it's about talking to the bank, talking to the accountant. We understand that, but we don't want you to forego the benefit of getting dry fertilizer out early. Plus, you know, we have field conditions now. We never know what's going to happen in the spring. Late blizzards, wet conditions, you know, all kinds of things can happen beyond our control that prevent us from getting application on during the winter months, which we rely on, but we also know is not in our control. So conditions are good now, so be reaching out. We'll work with you on that. Second thing, you know, residue management. You know, I've got a lot of questions, kind of a popular topic, everybody talking about digester programs. Obviously residue management's always a big issue. We talk about that. That's one of our core planting steps is residue management, the ability to have a seed bed that your planter can do a good job in, and that varies from farm to farm. Some guys are set up to no-till and manage that residue. Some do it through strip till, some conventional till. There also are residue products out here to help speed that process up. The biggest thing that I remind everybody of, regardless of what you do, you have to have moisture and you have to have the soil temperatures. We do have the soil temperatures here for a while. We did get some moisture last night, but some of those that were going out on dry conditions aren't going to do us a bit of good if you're not willing to run the pivot or do something like that. So keep that in mind. Second thing is residue will eventually break down. I know some play is being made on nutrient availability and getting that nutrient available faster. Yes, it will, and that can be a tool we use, but I also remind you that residue is going to eventually break down throughout the course of the year. Most of our nutrients are needed at the end of the growing season, phosphorus, potassium, so don't overplay the benefit. They are a great tool. We've used them in the past. We're going to be doing some trialing out here at Owner's Acres with some different products, but I don't want you to overthink things too much and not realize that this residue will break down throughout the year. You will get nutrient release. You know, we love soil biology. We love some of the microbial products out there. They're doing good things for us, but understand they're a tool. They're not an overall solution to solve every problem. And if you have low fertility, we still have to address that with fertilizer, a soil test, and understand what we're working with out there. So keep that in mind. We have some good tools for you. If that's something you're interested in, please talk to our guys and gals. We have a couple programs we're running on residue management. With that, if you have any questions, please reach out. Have a good week. Everybody stay safe.